We have some breaking news to tell you about. There is a woman in labor who is stuck in her home in Sheepshead Bay and she can't get to the hospital. We have Latonia Ladson on the phone right now. The blizzard warning is over, but Bronxites are still feeling the effects of Sunday's storm. The official number is 20 inches of snow. Well, if you're headed outdoors today, you'll probably want to stop and play the lotto. The Mega Millions jackpot is now up to $237 million. Dave's here now with that check for the hyperlocal forecast. Will the forecast clear up, Dave, for Brooklynites to head on over to that sex shop that Naeem went to?
Well, you know, I think you can do that on any weather day, Ray, but...
Mike Pavetta in our hyperlocal forecast. Mike, I had to use 2 quilts and my Snuggie because I didn't have any heat in my apartment. It looks like the same tonight, right?
Yeah, it is going to certainly speak. Oh, you're giving me that look. Is it because we talked about the Snuggie?
I really do have one. Our producer, Julia, and our director, Matt, don't believe that I have one, and I shouldn't have told
I think we need a picture, a weather watcher picture. Don't you agree?
It's blue and it's warm. All right, Mike, thanks so much. Of course, Stacey Ann has been keeping an eye on this Christmas from the get-go.
You made that up yourself?
Yeah.
That was
you like
good.
That one?
I like that. I'm going to use that. I'm going to steal that from you, Ray.
Now, where you need to be and what you need to know so you can fill one of 200 new positions available right here in the Bronx. And healthy lunches. Will a new federal proposal for school food change what's being served in your child's cafeteria? These stories plus more Bronx news and the weather in your neighborhood. It all starts right now. For those of you who are just joining us, we are speaking with Latonia Ladson. She lives in Sheepshead Bay. She's currently in labor, but she's having a very difficult time getting to the hospital. Her husband is outside as we speak, trying to dig their car out so that way they could be able to make it to the hospital. She says her street hasn't been plowed. How long has it been, Latonia, since your husband has been outside trying to dig out the car?
About 2 hours.
This is something else that the emergency services haven't been able to get to you. When your husband or when you called 911, what did they explain to you? Did they give you an amount of time it would take for them to get to you? What was being told to you when you told them that you were in labor? And we've got to mention Sheepshead Bay, the neighborhood where you are at, is not too far from Coney Island Hospital. So it's amazing to hear that emergency service personnel has still yet haven't been able to get to you yet in the condition that you're in. What was the latest that you heard from your husband? Tonya, hang in there. We here at News 12, and I'm sure all across Brooklyn, are wishing you the very best luck, and we will, of course, check in with you, and please check in with us to let us know if you're able to get to the hospital, okay?
Yes.
Thanks so much for calling in. All right. And stick with News 12, of course, we will give you the latest updates on Latonia's condition.